What's up? Welcome to Live Cali, Jersey. What's up, everybody? Don't forget, we're two friends talking. We're not giving you medical advice. Hey, Magnus, how you doing over there?
I'm doing great. We're starting our. Sorry, I've been having a
Look at
cold,
that throw, baby.
so my voice might be acting up a little bit, guys. Excuse me. I can say that too from the start.
Yeah. Well,
Doing
listen,
great. Doing great. Go like we're gonna go on our. It's the Thanksgiving week, so
no,
we're in school. We have a break, so it's nice.
enjoy it. Enjoy it.
I
Uh,
will.
yeah, yeah,
How
yeah.
about you?
Good, bro. You know, same old, same old. Actually, looking forward to Thanksgiving. I'll be cooking. God help us all. I mean, I know how to cook. I'm good, so I don't want to brag, but
What do you guys usually eat? Like traditional
yeah,
Thanksgiving food or
turkey, your mashed potatoes, shit like that.
yeah.
Whatever. So, yeah, I've been cooking for my parents only, so they're kind of homebound. They're very elderly now. They don't take care of themselves actually, so they're not strong. But that's mostly because of their own choices. But anyways, not to go into that rabbit hole. Let's talk about cholesterol. How to lower
Sure.
cholesterol naturally. So we've done a couple shows on cholesterol, but cholesterol I think is an important thing to talk about because heart disease is the number one or two killer of Americans, and and it's really not cholesterol is a part of a healthy heart. I think though cholesterol gets a bad rap oftentimes because you hear cholesterol, everyone freaks out, and your body needs cholesterol. I mean, I know you know this, Magnus,
Yeah.
but everyone should chill out. Your body even needs the bad cholesterol, the LDL. The LDL is the transporter of nutrients to every cell. So even the LDL gets a bad rap. You can't have zero LDL, you'll die. But you don't want to have
Yeah.
LDL that's like whatever. It's
But
astronomically high either.
but again, this is when doctors kind of, and I would also say pharmaceutical companies kind of twist the truth a little bit towards
Well, yeah.
their benefit, right?
Right. However,
Because
doctors are catching on. Like I went to my cardiologist,
yeah,
and he's like, I thought he was going to be like, "Yeah, I'm going to put you on a statin because I have a slightly elevated LDL, not crazy high, but it's elevated, it's high." And he goes, "No, I'm not putting you on a statin." He's like, "Come back next year. We'll take another test, see where it's at."
yeah,
He's like,
yeah,
"Because statins have a lot of side effects or potential side effects, and it's cost benefit analysis." He's like, "Anthony, looking at the total picture, you're actually almost underweight. You're an athlete. You eat right. You sleep right. You exercise.
yeah,
He's like, you don't smoke. You don't drink. You've never smoked. You never drank. You don't have any family history of heart disease." He's like, I would be kind of premature at the least to put you on a statin. He's like, if you were, 300 pounds, you smoke, you drank, you like most Americans, you lived on cheese doodles and soda and beer and wine. He's like, then I put you on a statin. He's
yeah,
like, but he's like, let's. He wasn't ruling it out, but he was just like, you know what? Let's take a look. Let's not rush. So, anyways, I have changed my diet once again. I really got strict because I'm a pretty good eater and I have a healthy lifestyle. However, I do because I was like, what the hell is driving my LDL to go high? And I know for many of people watching this, I know but I didn't really know this actually. For some reason, I didn't realize that saturated fat drives up
mhm,
LDL. I don't know why I didn't know this or I didn't pay attention to it because I was worried about triglycerides. Triglycerides are also another thing people have to worry about. However, triglycerides are shot up by sugar, where LDL is saturated fat. So, anyways, I was eating a lot of saturated fats, particularly I was going through a jar of peanut butter a week, which is
yeah,
a lot of saturated fat. And so I cut that out. I also didn't realize drinking coffee or even decaf coffee can drive up LDL in certain people, and I'm probably one of them. So I stopped coffee drinking. I stopped caffeinated coffee 2 years ago, but now I
yeah.
stopped decaf also. So, anyways, I'm going for my test next week. I'm like, dude, my LDL better be low. But as you and I were talking off camera, LDL is only one metric. If you're healthy, you don't have any history, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you exercise, so doctors are getting wise, not all doctors, but yeah, these
Yeah.
drug companies want you in every pill possible. So let's talk about 6 ways we can lower LDL. We'll go back and forth.
Hmm.
So someone says to you, Magnus, what's a way that I could lower my uh, cholesterol, like raise up my HDL, which is the good one. We want the HDL high, LDL low, total cholesterol below whatever it is, 200. What would you tell them to do?
In this case, being overweight is one of the issues of raising your potential of high cholesterol.
Right.
So unfortunately, yeah, we always go this like we don't really care about your looks or anything like that. We care about your health, and unfortunately, being overweight has a negative effect on your heart
Right.
and cholesterol in this case.
Right. So lose weight. And by the way, someone might say, well, Magnus, I'm not 500 pounds. It doesn't matter. Even if you're 20 pounds overweight, that's too much.
Yeah, in worst case, I mean, it's the same thing. Though, like this is also genetically, like you need to look at your genes. Sorry,
Don't die on me, bro. Oh
no,
my God.
you need to look at genetically too. You might have a high cholesterol genetically as well too, but
Right.
that doesn't mean that you it's just 20 pounds or it's just 50 pounds. I mean, no, I'm sorry, but it doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
Right.
We have to be careful, and especially in the States, we have it feels like society has started to accept that overweight is not an issue. It's because we're looking at it statistically, and there's so many people. I mean, we have people
Most
being
Americans are overweight, and most Americans don't. Most Americans say, "Well, I'm not obese or I'm not 500 pounds, therefore I'm good," and that's incorrect. That's wrong.
Yeah, and I think we're a little bit like it becomes a little bit of cherry picking there, because media also talks about, oh well it's okay to be big bodied or whatever we want to call it, right? And yeah, it's fine, but again, like from health perspective, it's not. And I think it's important to have a talk. And again, both me and Anthony are not into fat shaming people or skinny shape anything of stuff like that. We're not into that. We're basically looking at health.
Right. Yeah. And so people, here's a tricky thing too, right? I have friends of mine that, they have a weight problem, but they're on 9 different medications. And so all the blood work comes back fine. And my one friend told me, he's like, well, why would I exercise and take care of myself when I can just, pop pills and I can continue with my lifestyle with the alcohol and the fast food and the chips and the cookies and the sitting and no exercise. And I didn't even really know what to tell him. I was like, you kind of have a win right there, buddy. I get it. But these pills come with multiple side effects per each pill. So that's why he's on like multiple pills and not just one. So I don't know. I mean, like it's a Band-Aid, the pills. They're going to cause more problems in the long run, which you need more pills for the pills, you need more pills for those pills. And it's a shit show. Anyways, I would say exercise, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Even if you're not losing weight, but getting up and moving is going to improve your veins and arteries. It's going to improve your heart. So you don't have to sweat. Sweating's nice, but even if you just get up and walk a half hour a day, 15 minutes a day, whatever, walk in place. What else, Magnus? What else would you tell somebody who says cholesterol naturally?
Cut out smoking.
That's a big one.
Smoking.
And no vaping. Vaping is bad too.
Well, it's the same thing. Well, it's not like it's not a cigarette. Yes, it is. You're still talking about tobacco, heat, and everything. Unfortunately, it has very much the same effect. So, yeah, like smoking, cut it out your life, or at least reduce it heavily. If you're still smoking, I suggest that you quit. It doesn't have any positive effects either.
Plenty of medicine to quit.
Yeah, so smoking, a big no if you have high cholesterol.
Okay, I would say alcohol. Don't drink wine. Don't drink beer. Don't drink margaritas if you got high cholesterol, because it's gonna cholesterol. What happens is alcohol inhibits the liver and pancreas's jobs, where it makes it harder for the liver and pancreas to process sugars, and so alcohol hampers that process. Even though it's not so much that the alcohol has sugar, it's that it hampers the processing of it. So
because looking at it, ethanol, or better known as alcohol in general population, it's a neurotoxin, right? So for the body, it becomes a very big priority to remove it as quickly as possible, because it affects central nervous system and so on, brain and included. So we need to flush it out of our body straight away. So the liver concentrately hardcore on removing this from your body. So like you said, everything else, even like taking care of sugars or carbohydrates, burning fat, all that, it completely shuts down because there's a more important threat that needs to be taken care of.
Yes. Yeah, no, well said. And right, eating fruits and vegetables, fiber, 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 fiber,
Yes.
fiber,
Yeah.
fiber, 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 fiber all day. Even get fiber supplement, put it in your drink, you can't even taste it. And fiber is the key to really scrubbing, in essence, your veins,
Yeah,
especially the
that's
arteries.
that's why a lot of doctors, they say eat oatmeal,
Yes,
and you can add flax seeds or chia seeds to it too, to even increase your the
potency.
you increase the fiber count in there. And how much fiber should you get? A male adult male should get about, I would say, between 30-35 grams. A female, it's usually, I think it's usually between 25 and 30 grams of fibers per day.
Yeah,
So
very
it's, yeah, I mean, you need to, you kind of need to eat quite a decent amount of vegetables and fruit to achieve that.
Yeah, every morning without fail, I eat a large bowl of oatmeal with walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, bananas, blueberries, and then I have the oatmeal.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean it's great. It's filling, it's satiating, and even if I have egg whites, I with it, I always have some size bowl of oatmeal, whether it's a large oatmeal or a small oatmeal.
Yeah.
But oatmeal, and then I have oat milk, which I also drink too. But
I do my protein overnight oats. So
yeah,
I'm eating oatmeal basically, I would say 5 out of 7 days a week.
oh, it tastes great too. I have the blueberry flavor. What I
Yeah.
do is, so I have a low. Well, here's the trick, because people sometimes get the oatmeal in the packets, which is really garbage. So what I do is I get the regular oatmeal, whole oatmeal with no sugar, no nothing, just
Yeah.
raw oatmeal. However, I'll make a big bowl of that, and then I'll add a small packet of oatmeal in that just to give it a
Yeah.
little flavor. But
Yeah.
90% of my oatmeal is just the regular plain rolled oats, and then I add a little packet in there with the bananas and the blueberries and the walnuts and the cheese. It tastes great. Hot water. I don't use milk.
Can I plug something here?
Yeah.
We're not sponsored or anything like that, but a company called Creatures of Habit, creatures spelled with a K, not a C,
Okay.
also known as KOH. They basically have a package of oatmeal that actually has a lot of plant or like plant protein in it too. So I think it's 30 grams of protein in one of those packages. Having one or two of those in a day, a great amount of fibers and a great amount of proteins, and it's also, it's like for people that are on the go, or
Yeah.
they have a hard time having time to eat lunch or anything like that. Excellent way of doing it. You can eat it warm, you can eat it cold, overnight oats, whatever you want to do it. I know people that bake, say, cookies with it and things like that.
Right.
So yeah.
You could even bake. What I do is if I can't get my fruits and vegetables in, I'll put it in a blender with oat milk and like whatever, some cocoa or whatever it is, and then I'll just drink my my vegetables and fruits, whatever. But there's many ways to do it. Anyways, those are the ways you can lower your cholesterol. Again, when we say lower cholesterol, we're not talking about the HDL. HDL, you want to higher it. It's the LDL, LDL, and triglycerides that we want to lower. And again, stay away from your breads
and one thing that is excuse me, one thing
die
that's
on me, bro.
important.
Come on, man.
No, if you keep saying that, I'm gonna keep on coughing. One thing that I want to add is that your body cholesterol is different from dietary cholesterol. So the things you should eat, when people said, "Oh, eggs are have such a high cholesterol," eggs are not the problem. It's usually more lifestyle that increases your cholesterol inside your body. Not like, yes, of course, what we be saying, like, oh, avoid fried food, alcohol, sugar, all those things again. So eating, like, if you're eating whole foods and you move around and you take care of yourself, your cholesterol
it's something healthy like an egg, right? The cholesterol in the egg, an egg has so many healthy benefits.
Yeah.
Alcohol has no healthy benefits.
No.
Neither does fried food. So You know,
Yeah.
like the minimal trade-off. I mean, eggs are so nutrient dense. It's the single best food you could eat.
For sure. Yeah, no, I mean it's and again, as you can, most of our viewers and listeners can hear again, is that it's a lot about the same things that we're talking about that has a huge impact on your overall health, including cholesterol and heart health as well. So,
All right. You heard it here, folks. That's it. If you have any tips on how to lower your LDL, the bad cholesterol, and raise the HDL, put them in the comment section. Magnus.
yeah, if you have a success story as well too, we would gladly like to hear it as well. It's always interesting hearing people like that are taking care of things like this in real life and being successful with it.
Very good. Magnus, thank you. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And
yes, guys, stay safe.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Magnus. Feel better, bro.
Take care, Anthony.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.